Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing corporate registered addresses in the kingdom, and specifically we're discussing how these registered addresses sort of work. A lot of people have some real misperceptions with respect to how corporate domiciling or corporate registered addresses operate. What are we talking about? We're talking about a corporation, okay, and it needs to have an address, a legal address, where that corporation is registered. Now, a lot of people will tell me, well, I'm just going to put it on my condo or I'm going to put it in my house. That may or may not be possible, and where it may even be possible, it may still result in problems, notwithstanding the fact that it may actually be possible to register the address. First things first, actually getting it registered, especially on a house for a farang, could prove difficult. Why do I say this? And by farang, I mean foreigner in Thailand. Well, that's because most foreigners in Thailand are not going to be able to own any land or real property in the kingdom. So they're probably going to be renting whatever house or domicile it is that we're talking about here. Under those circumstances, the landlord's consent to a corporate address registration is going to be key to getting that address registered at all. And many landlords are a bit, iffy sometimes on allowing that to happen for various numbers of reasons. So leaving that there, it may not be possible because the landlord doesn't allow it. Let's go ahead and say it is allowed, though, and they will allow a company to be registered on, say, a house. Well, that may be possible, and Ministry of Commerce may allow for that registered address to occur there. But it may not be considered compliant for tax regulatory purposes, things like VAT certificate issuance, etc. This can be problematic, especially again for a foreigner, because things like work permit and business visas are going to be directly tied to one's ability to be tax certified and possibly Social Security certified, depending on the given circumstances of the given enterprise. And for this reason, it's my opinion that generally speaking, a house is not going to be the most optimal, because there are some districts I know of, some revenue department offices with districts here in Bangkok and Thailand, for example, that are not going to be real amenable to allowing tax certification of a company that's registered on what's otherwise considered a residential address. In many cases, it's somewhat discretionary, but that being said, as a practical matter, it's not the best course of action. So in summation with respect to this video, registered addresses are important. They need to be maintained in order to comply with various not only legal requirements for the corporate entity itself, but for tax compliance, which is in many cases for foreigners a prerequisite for things like work permit and visa issuance in order to maintain lawful physical presence in the kingdom for a prolonged period of time.